my name is Shriya and welcome back to my channel Shriyahood. So today's video is story time with me part 2, and in this video I'm going to read Goosebumps Night of the Living Dummy 2. This name is very long. Okay, so let me summarize the first chapter. First thing first. Okay, so in the first chapter we came to know that there were 3 siblings and their names were Jed, Amy and Sarah, and we are playing the role of Amy here. Means Amy is telling the whole story and we are reading it, right? So we are Amy. We can tell that. Okay, so Jed was 10 years old and he is the youngest. Amy was 12 and Sarah was 14. In this story, all of the family members have decided that every Thursday they would do family sharing night on which they will share everything, means anything they know, anything about them. Sarah shares her paintings, she tells about her paintings, and also she tells every family member to go with her in her room so that she can show her painting to everyone. And then what happens? Who screams? I think Sarah or Amy screams after watching the painting. I don't know what happens. So let's read the second chapter to know what happens. So yeah, my mouth dropped open in shock. Okay, Amy screams. Amy is the one who screams after seeing the painting. Okay. I stared at the painting, unable to speak. When Sarah saw it, she let out a shriek. I don't believe it. She screamed and she said these words, I don't believe it. Who did that? Someone had painted a yellow and black smile face in the corner of her painting. I don't think that's scary at all. Why did they scream at that? Okay, anyways, right in the middle of the black rock cliff, Mom and Dad stepped up to the easel. Yeah, that was easel. Fretful expressions on their faces. And then they studied the smile face, then turned to Jed. Yeah, they were having a doubt on Jed. Yeah, Jed can do all of these things. Jed is very naughty, that's why. He is the one who has did, means they have guessed, right? So Jed burst out laughing. Do you like it? Yes, he was the one who did that. He asked innocently. Jed, how could you? Sarah exploded. I'll kill you. I really will. Okay, the painting was too dark, Jed explained with a shrug. I wanted to brighten it up. What an artist. Okay, but 3 times. My sister sputtered. She balled her hands into fists, shook them at Jed and uttered a loud cry of rage. Jed, what were you doing in Sarah's room? Mom demanded. Sarah doesn't like for anyone to go into her precious room without a written invitation. Okay. Young man, you know you're never allowed to touch your sister's paintings. Dad scolded. He scolded Jed. So, I can paint too, Jed replied. I'm a good painter. Okay. Then do your own paintings. Yeah, fair enough. Sarah snapped. Don't sneak in here and mess up my work. Yeah, she's correct. I didn't sneak, Jed insisted. He sneered at Sarah. I was just trying to help. I don't think it was a help. I think it was a mess of work. Okay. You were not, Sarah screamed angrily, tossing her black hair over her shoulder. You ruined my painting. Your painting reeks, Jed shot back. Enough, Mom shouted. She grabbed Jed by both shoulders. Jed, look at me. She turned him around, right? You don't seem to see how serious this is, right? This is the worst thing you have ever done. Jed's smile finally faded. Means he became sad. Yeah, we can say that. I took another glance at the ugly smile face he had slobbed onto Sarah's watercolor. Yeah, that was basically watercolor. Since he is the baby in the family, Jed thinks He can get away with anything. Yeah, he's the baby in the family. He's only 10 years old. He can do anything he wants, but that doesn't fair at all. Okay, but I knew that this time he had gone too far. Yeah, he crossed the limit. After all, Sarah is the star of the family. She's the talented one, the one with the painting that hung in a museum. Messing with Sarah's precious painting was bound to get Jed in major trouble. Yeah, of course. Sarah is so stuck about her painting. A few times I even thought about painting something funny on one of them. But of course, I only thought it. I would never do anything that horrible. Yeah, Amy is not that bad. Okay, you don't have to be jealous of your sister's work. Dad was telling Jed, we are all talented in this family. Oh, sure. Jed muttered. Okay, Jed muttered. He was like, oh, sure. So, he has this weird habit. Whenever he's in trouble, he doesn't say he's sorry. Instead, he gets really angry. What's your talent, Dad? Jed demanded, sneering. Dad's jaw tightened, means he became angry, and he said that, okay, first he narrowed his eyes at Jed. We are not discussing me. I mean, he was like, we are not discussing me, Jed. We are discussing you right now at the moment. He said in a low voice, but I'll tell you, my talent is my Chinese cooking. You see, there are all kinds of talent, Jed. Yeah, Dad considers himself a master of the wok. Once or twice a week, he chops a ton of vegetables into little pieces and fries them up in the electric wok Mom got him for Christmas. Yeah, that's not bad. It's a very good talent. We pretend it tastes great. Oh, does that mean it doesn't taste great? So it's not good at all. No point in hurting Dad's feelings. Is Jed going to be punished or not? Sarah demanded. Yeah, she was very excited about whether Jed is going to be punished or not. She demanded in a shrill voice. She had opened her box of watercolor paints and she was rolling a brush in the black. Then she began painting over the smile face with quick, furious strokes. Yeah, of course, she has to do correction in her painting. Yes, Jed is going to be punished, Mom replied, glaring at him. Jed lowered his eyes to the floor. First, he's going to apologize to Sarah. Yes, that's the first thing we all need to do when we do a mistake. Okay, we all waited. It took Jed a while, but he finally managed to mutter, sorry, Sarah. Yeah, finally. At least he said sorry. He started to leave the room, but Mom grabbed his shoulders again and pulled him back. Not so fast, Jed. She told him, your punishment is you can't go to the movies with Josh and Matt on Saturday. Okay, but it's very tough. Means she should not give him this much hard punishment, you know. It's not fair, I think. Okay, no problem. Anyways, she told him, okay, we already read this. No video games for a week. What a problem. Mom, give me a break. Jed whined. Yeah, he deserves a little bit. What you did was really bad, Mom said sternly. Maybe this punishment will make you realize how terrible it was. Okay. But I have to go to the movies, Jed protested. You can't, Mom replied softly. You can't. And no arguing or I'll add on to your punishment. Now go to your room. How sad. Okay, I don't think it's enough punishments. What? Sarah said. No, it's enough. It's more than enough, I think. Dabbing away at her painting. Keep out of it, Sarah. Means she said, keep out of it, Sarah. It's not your matter. I'll handle. Yeah, keep out of it, Jed muttered. He stormed out of the room and down the long hall to his room. Dad sighed. He swept a hand back over his bald head. He had a bald head, okay. Family sharing night is over, he said sadly. Oh, okay. I stayed in Sarah's room and watched her repair the painting for a while. She kept singing and shaking her head. I have to make the rocks much darker or the paint won't cover the stupid smile face, she explained unhappily. But if I make the rocks darker, I have to change the sky too. The whole balances room. Yeah, of course. Painters, of course, have the experience. They know everything. So I think it looks pretty good, I told her, trying to cheer her up. How could Jed do that? Sarah demanded. Of course he can. He's very young. I mean, he's only 10 years old. It's not a big deal. No problem. Dipping her brush in the water jar. How could he sneak in here and totally destroy a work of art? A work of art. I was feeling sorry for Sarah, but that remark made me lose all sympathy. I mean, why couldn't she just call it a watercolor painting? Why did she have to call it a work of art? Yeah, I too feel the same. Okay, sometimes she's so stuck up and so in love with herself, it makes me sick. Yeah, of course, in the first chapter, they told us that Amy is a bit jealous of Sarah. Right, so I turned and left the room. She didn't even notice. Yeah, she was busy with, doing correction in her painting. I went down the hall to my room and called my friend Margot. Yeah, Margot was a friend. And in this chapter, it's described that Margot was very cute. She was very short-heighted, but she was cute. Okay, we talked for a while about stuff and we made plans to get together for the next day. As I talked on the phone, I could hear Jed in the next room. He was pacing back and forth, means he was walking here and there. Tossing things around, making a lot of noise. Child in the family. Sometimes I spell the word Jed brat. Margot's dad made her get off the phone. Yeah, and it's also described in the story that Margot's dad was very strict. He did not allow Margot to talk on the phone more than 15 minutes. Okay. He's real strict. He never lets her talk more than 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah, as I said before. I wandered into the kitchen and made myself a bowl of frosted flakes. My favorite late snack. Yeah, it's my favorite too. When I was a little kid, I used to have a bowl of cereal every night before bed. And I just never got out of the habit. I rinsed out the bowl, then I said good night to mom and dad and went to bed. It was a warm spring night. A soft breeze fluttered the curtains over the window. Pale light from a big half moon filled the window and spilled onto the floor. Means, yeah, the light from outside was coming inside. When we all go to sleep and we turn off the light, the little bit light from outside comes inside the window, inside our room. Yeah, that happens with maximum of us. Okay, then, yeah, where was I? Yeah, I fell into a deep sleep as soon as my head hit the pillow. A short while later, something woke me up. I'm not sure why or what. Still half asleep, I blinked my eyes open and raised myself onto my pillow. I struggled to see clearly. The curtains flapped over the window. I felt as if I was still asleep, dreaming. Yeah, she was just awake, that's why. But what I saw in the window snapped me awake. What did she saw? The curtains below, then lifted away, and in the silvery light, I saw a face. Oh my god! An ugly grinning face in my bedroom window staring through the darkness at me. So here the chapter ends. Okay, in the next chapter we need to know what that face was. This story is going very exciting. I've already read this story, but for you guys, I'm trying to make this story very exciting because you don't know what this story is about and what happens next. But I know. But I'm not going to tell. I will tell this in the next video, which would be Goosebumps Night of the Living Dummy 2, Chapter 3. So this video will come next month. In December. Okay, December, winter nights, winter horror nights. Okay, so with this I'm going to end this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did so, then please give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not done so, and yeah, like, subscribe and share. See you later guys. Bye bye. Yes.